ekutheni.
Yeah, I'm like.
Ifikele nini bayifike kondawo? Baby, let me ask this guy to bring you slippers.
Which guy? They're busy.
Oh, money for the logo.
Hey Lisa, hey guys, I hope everyone is good. I'm just allowing everyone to come in. Ndingaveske ndiloge in ngo-7. Se abantu bafike late sesishushu and basibuyisele back, you know. So we'll just allow everyone. I know, Suela, I'm early because I want people to just, I want to allow people time to join in so that 7 we start, you know, so that 7 o'clock we can start. Hi, Lindy. Okay, so let me play music for now. Thank you, baby.
I guess it's going to be some cars, Maskhomo. Are you live?
Yes.
Okay, he's happy left.
Left. My heart.
Okay.
Heart is on the left.
Okay, my love. Glory to God in the highest. How do you feel?
I feel comfortable and warm.
You want warm, eh? Are you gonna put this thing on your shoulders? Okay. So this office is a bit cold.
It is. The aircon, where's the remote?
The aircon, I don't know where the remote is. I'll sort that out tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me see your people. Encourage more viewers to
But
share.
some of your people, Suela is here.
Oh, really? Hello, my people.
Your people are here, Bantu.
Hello, my people. Hallelujah.
You're my big hand.
Okay. Wow. Hello, Daddy.
There's Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. Oh, my people. Hello, our Father. Hey, Siwela. Siwela, I haven't met. When am I meeting Siwela, guys?
I think boom update lo khose Suela ne. Dates zakho available.
Hello, Chawelihle. Oh,
Kauta.
Kauta. Yeah, Mtangi.
Yes.
Kachiyo. Lindy, I am blessed. Lindy, xa unomfazi omhlophe usikelekile. Akhona into uba busithini. Xa uqomba into ekuphazamisayo ujonga unkosikazi wakho bonba. Hayi, bawa yikho into endiyabe ndiyakuhlala ngawe Thixo. Ndiyabulela. I'm telling you. Are you a pastor?
Apelele. Hey, baby.
The children are blessed to have you as parents. Yes. Oh, yes. Wow. Baby, when are you taking the guy to the salon?
We can take him tomorrow.
Baby, nangachetyiwa lokhutshwa zinto. Qhamse. Womso.
Hey, guys,
Qhamse ya.
Hey, guys,
Ujo iqinile ndawo.
Namhlanje
Namhlanje msema baby.
tomorrow. I don't want to play now. Bye.
So guys, love made from heaven. Hello guys, Zimi. Hello.
So I'm just allowing everyone to
come in, eh?
To come
Are you
in.
guys ready for this beautiful session? I know you're gonna do well.
It's gonna be beautiful.
Okay, let me go again hide in my crib as well.
Okay, I need your phone. I just want to see what it looks like.
You need my what?
Your phone.
For how long?
Just for a minute.
You wanna keep it here?
Do you want me to keep it here?
You can keep it.
Okay.
There's nothing I really need.
Okay, I'm here.
Can't click it in the phone. Things alarm for. Why showerish? So baba ikhali phone. So usashowering koskazeta ngikho.
Bebaleka.
Bebaleka negroups. Waye waphansi. Wa!
Mike, I want
Mommy,
to check my position.
Let me bring you this thing, eh? Let me bring you that thing, yo.
Funa try bandihleli njani apha? There we go. I think this is good. Yeah. Okay. Let me. Upo brain wako babe.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Back up, it's alright.
Epi le yako.
Huh?
Le yako or le?
Layam.
Okay.
So apa uzasebenzisa as and when you want to.
Okay, I found it.
Okay.
This guy wants to bond.
Okay. You good, ne?
Yes.
Yakshiam.
Yes.
Greetings, Maskhomo.
Hi.
Have a beautiful one.
Bona ngongo 8.
Okay, enjoy. I won't be able to watch you
Why?
because you took my phone.
Oh no. Do you want it?
I don't really need it.
Okay.
Okay then.
Okay. Bye, baby.
Just took my phone.
I need that man. Okay. All right, guys. I think singaqalani kodwa ne okanye ndizabe ndirongo ne xa ndithe ngo7 and then siqale ngoku. What do you think? Do you think we should start and then siyazi ba sizaqhubanikwa early? I don't know. Or should I just wait for the next 10 minutes? We can start. Okay, great. Let's get some beautiful background music. Not too loud. Okay, guys, for abantu abangasifollowishiyo ne, I know abanye abantu mhlawumbe they just saw a live yenzeka lando, you are browsing on TikTok and then uvese uzibone sowungene entweni and mhlawumbe kube so warm that you end up staying there. So just a brief background to abantu abangasaziyo thina, we are the House of Daniels. We do family content, and then we have prayers on Sundays. So Sibane service, Mr. D does his service here Sunday. We have a prayer group which takes place every day at 5 a.m. in the mornings, but ayenzeke apha go TikTok. It's a little bit hard to log in go TikTok at 5 o'clock in the morning because then I'm too lazy, so that happens on Telegram. I always say Instagram. That happens on Telegram and TikTok every morning. So I see some of the ladies that do follow us kula platform abathandaza nathi i-prayer warriors zilapha. So I know bana asino akhona into bayikuvule ngomthandazo bese sithandazile nomyeni wami. This platform, in as much as we invite God to be here, He's here for guidance and to open up our minds, and sikwazi ufumana uncedo for the people abaneda uncedo, and the people that can offer, and people abafuna advice. So as a House of Daniels, then there was a time ndihleli ke ngoku nomyeni wami, because we have been getting messages from our followers. Not really our followers zodwa ke, but everybody else. And abantu bekhala ngento yobana ndangena kwi-business ethile only to find out uba kwenzeka into ethile. Mna, I'm looking for employment. These are the qualifications I have. I've been knocking amacangweni arongo. Things are not working out. Zonke ezi zinto, to a point where you hear someone saying bana, I did not have food to eat, So then we thought about it and we're like, you know what, it would be great to open up a platform. Thank you. It would be great to open up a platform. Okay, can I get Elanda to take out the tea bag? Sorry guys, I just got my tea. Thank you, Princess. Is Daddy gonna need this, honey? Okay. Thank you. Are you guys done with e-group? I know you must go and join, baby. Okay. Okay, my baby, thank you. Okay, so Sajonga get all these challenges that people are facing, on a daily. Some people are in business. Kwezi businesses bakozo abanye abantu, they don't know how to market their product. Abanye, they're looking for business ideas. Abanye, they don't know how to conduct into njeyana, ne? And abanye abantu abanazo certain skills, but they have qualifications. Then we sat down and we said, man, it would be great to open e-networking, with Maskhomo. Really, this platform is to exchange ideas. It's open to both men and women, to exchange ideas, to give advice, This is to also give financial advice as well. So we're not talking families and relationships that don't work. Let me chat. We're only talking now employment, business, financial advice. Yonke into edibene noba umuntu akwazi ukubeka isonka etafuleni. Just a little brief background about myself. I am originally from Cape Town. My parents babuya back Eastern Cape ezilalini kwilali ekuthiwa kukulubisi. I am from a family ekuthiwa nguMatoti. I don't know if you guys know if family yakwaMatoti. uMatoti ke ngamangwevu, hence the name Maskhomo. That is my clan name from ekhaya. I grew up in Cape Town. Cape Town, Sego, I grew up between Gugulethu and Kwalanga. And then, yes, my aunt Nonza Ushala Cape Town. Actually, there are a lot of Matotis in Gugulethu. Aunt Posisa Use Gugulethu NI19. Anyways, so I came to Johannesburg looking for the same thing that everyone is looking for. And things were very light. You know, things are very light when you are young. I was in my early 20s. And imisebenzi, most you are in and out. We hop around a lot when we are young. Ulandela nechomi. And that's the time ufumanisa bana ilendo decisions ezibalulekileyo funeka uzenzile. But I'll be not guidance because at early 20s you think you know it all, really. You know, most of us. I thought I knew it all. Also because Shambi, I was more developed than umama in terms of opportunities, you know, because I was more exposed to izinto angazange be exposed kuzo yena. And also umama has always been umuntu business. You know, she worked kwaMaspala. From kwaMaspala she decided she was going to run her own business, which was more of into ye baker. And to me that was, why would you umbuzo wami busithi kutheni uzawube uzistressa ngento ye baker ukuthengisana ne cookies and bread and supplying bread and all these things. I didn't see a bigger picture because of Shamla Njonga turnover zakhe and Qomana, but you can just go uyonika amandla wakho in a company and get a salary oyazi ubana guaranteed this is what you get per month, you know. So I went in my early 20s. Then I worked for First National Bank. I was in the home loan department. I hopped Damuka. Back then, kukwi agencies. I don't know if recruitment agencies still exist. I don't know. I haven't checked. But then I was under an agent at the time. Then I moved. I went to short-term insurance. I went to long-term insurance. I went again to banking. And I just hopped and isn't we allowing at the time. For those that have been following the House of Daniels, you will know from my stories when there's a clip that I share when I had lost everything. I'm not going to really go into my personal life, but njeke ndizawumane nditoucha ke kwezinye izinto. So as our link obviously with what we are talking about. I got my house repossessed. At the same time, it was my car, within a space of 2 weeks, then my house was repossessed. Because I was relying on employment. At the time, akukho employment ke ngoku, and jobs ezifuna unika umsebenzi zizandibhatala less than imali efuneka ibhatale ibond nekhaya installment and everything else. This was happening now in my late 20s to early 30s. And then you start ke ngoku going through I wouldn't say depression, I didn't go through depression, but the stress, the everyday stress of trying to make ends meet, ngapha kukho abantwana and ngapha kukho le, ngapha kukho nale, you know. But then later on in life, I realized, bana, for whatever reason, I feel bana ndisebenza because funeke ndibheye imali. I don't like insurance. I don't like financial services, you know. But funeke ndibe kule line of umsebenzi because izawukhawuleza ndibhatale bills. Then I met my husband, and then I had the privilege to sit down and become a housewife. That gave me enough time to think. But I had a passion before ndihlale endlini. I've always been passionate about arts. And I went through that too. I did a lot of TV work. So I was on screen. I worked for different productions. I did a lot of commercials, TV commercials. But then still, even though it was exciting for me, I still felt, bana, I love arts, but this is not quite it, you know. Then I got the privilege going to hlala endlini. And then one day I woke up and I went to my husband and I said to him, I think I've found it finally. I would love to do television behind the scenes. And my husband akubuzwa kuyathunyelwa same time wathi masikhangele isikolo. I looked for isikolo, I enrolled, I studied film production. That went well. I passed because for me, even studying towards film production, it was almost like meeting the love of your life. Every single thing in Indianza Paya Eskolweni, it didn't feel like I was studying, you know. It was almost like I'm playing. So I looked forward to going to school, you know. I looked forward to doing rehearsals. I looked forward to directing. I looked forward to compiling a sound. I looked forward to so that was very exciting. So I would come home, go and brighten, share up. And as a matter of fact, izinto zam zavuleka kula direction because as soon as I was done, I passed with a distinction. I had to compile my own film, then yonke laa nto ndafaka i-assignment yam, and I got a good 98, you know. And to think ubana nyani, your calling is your calling. I was beating myself so hard for the 2% ending ayifumenanga, you know, bana it should have been 100%, but then baby obviously get different factors like uba absent as a mom, and I was the youngest in class. I was studying with 29-year-olds in my almost 40s, you know, late 30s. And then eventually kenda fumana ke ile qualification yam. It did not take me even a month to get a production house. Come and do your internship, you know. And I went, I did my internship there. It was such an exciting period of my life because after studying film production, you have to now do the groundwork, start creating your own short films. But I didn't even toil. Honestly, I didn't toil. I got into a big production, you know, ETV, you know, and that was exciting. Then I got to understand, Bana, the hours are different. You work 12-hour shifts. Call time is 6 a.m. and you finish at 6 p.m. Sometimes call time is 4 p.m. and you finish at 4 a.m. And I was so passionate about it that it started affecting my family life because I didn't get to spend enough time with my family. And I remember my husband saying, sisi, this thing, yes, better, you are the only one that's excited. We miss you, you know. Some people will even see the stuff that we have. It was at that period we had to get people to come in because mama is not there. Mama is busy chasing cheese, you know. As exciting as it was straining my family. My kids missed me. My kids cried for me. And I said to him, let's just finish this trial run and do the internship, and then maybe we can start looking at our own and at running our own thing. So I went there and I worked as an intern. I started in production. Production, this is where you do paperwork. I did paperwork, invoices, getting signing agreements with providers like petrols on Gezazindo. I did all that for a short period of time. I was moved. I went to sound. I worked there. I went to wardrobe. I did that. I didn't go to makeup. And then I went to continuity. I did that. And then eventually I remember I was being introduced now by a lady called Amanda. And she said, okay, Iana now will be a trainee director, you know, and this is where now you sit very close to the monitor, you know. So I'm going to stop there. And up until this point where I'm sitting, we are in the process of writing our own story. And it is so exciting that I feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like you are flowing. It feels like you are flowing. You can't wait for the next day. You just want to write. You just want to watch movies and get ideas. You know, you want to further your studies. You want to know more and more and more every day. So we stop there. The reason I'm telling you this story is because there are a lot of people about position, about position, yeah, can be any phase of ubombam up on the balakona, where you are sitting and the only thing is that you are pakama or you drag yourself out of bed first. I'm going to that place. You are not passionate about lendo yenzayo uyenzela imali. Umama, we used to joke about into nurses should always say mntanam kukho inesi esebenza for imali, kubekho inesi esebenza because they are passionate about ukusebenza nabantu abagulayo. That is why uzava kwezinye izibhedlele kuthiwa abantu baviswa kabuhlungu ngonesi. Kuthiwa hayi phakama lo mntu bemeba uyachanyiswa ngepoti, but akazukwazi uchanyiswa because unesi udiniwe akazuyiklina kwayo loo nto. Babaphethe kabuhlungu to a point where abanye bade basweleke or abakwazi ucomplaina because they work for government hospitals, baye kwi-government hospitals. Then you find people that are passionate. So I always say to my husband, bana into yemisebenzi ne calling yakho emhlabeni and your purpose iyafana ne relationship. Most people bazibona be kwi marriages or relationships, but kukho lento ingadivaleke against. Athi umuntu no nditshate because then fakele pressure ekhaya. Nditshate because bengezukwazi ukutshata ubrother wam omncinci kunam ndingekatshati mna. Nditshate because I thought low but red flags were there. I'm in a relationship but lo mntu lona uyandihlupha. They are just those smaller nyana things endizibonayo ezingaresonatiyo nam, but ke sesilapha. So iba yinto enjeyana akude kuthi ginci ngaphakathi. So that's why ke ngoku we came up with this concept, where we are all going to speak and we are all going to share ideas. Umuntu uzawuchaza ubana mna ndikwispace esinjena, and in order for you to get kwispace esinjena, this is what you need, or these are the people that or organizations that you can talk to. Omnyathi mna ndinid the advice I've been wanting. Love Lolo. I am, but I will at some point go back to English, but Xhosa is my mother tongue, so I might get lost. Please forgive me for that. You know, it's already 7 p.m. so usually my data bundles for English they get depleted. You know. But I will try. I'll try my best. So I want us to just share pointers people are not necessarily unemployed because they prefer sitting at home and doing nothing. Doors aren't just opening, you know. Doors are not opening. They've been trying, you know. Some people lack the skill. Abanye abantu, they don't know how to communicate, you know. Abanye abantu, they are being abused in their workplaces and they don't know how to voice out izinto. Abanye abantu, they just follow. Xa kusithiwa we are going to this direction, they go to that direction. So they've become, but uyayazi inside, bana, there is a place where they belong akona, and this is not it, but I have to do this to make ends meet. So let's start, guys. I don't know, I would love maybe I would like to have maybe 3 or 4 people abazawuthi come in and just share in their stories. I think that's where Gengoku will start connecting the candle, because the fire is here and then we just put wood is as tibanela Gengoku, and then singa move. Can you guys please come in? Hey Angel.
Hi, Mami.
Anjani?
Ngiyaphila unjani?
I'm good. Okay, you've heard my story.
Yes.
Let's help each other out. Let's all help each other out. You might know something that we don't know. I might know something that you don't know. So I think Songe Appa, we're sitting with a little bit of information in something.
Exactly. And I like what you've slept on and initiated, ne? Because basically chances are, for one not being able to talk about something, you'll find that information it's not out and you are not linking to the right, and you find that we go months and months and accidentally you find that we having the same path, or we somehow have to cross, or knowledge is power. So we just have to understand that in life we need to carry each other, ne? Okay, I liked what you have recapped and what how you have explained, and like you said, the journey. I think in all the women in business, in work, we have all started to. I always, when I explain my journey, that I started with Wombas, when you said you will go to work and become a servant, and you will work, and being a businesswoman, it's not something that is overnight. It's something that while you still having a salary, you are starting to strategize and all those kind of things. And then coming to think of multiple streams of incomes, and coming to think of the current economy, of how bad we are, because I want us to look at the approach of life currently, because I want us to cover your vision to say most of the people are unemployed, no, most of the people are not making it, and then how do I connect one, and then how can I link one? This is something that is good. We can get employment out of this channel that you've created. You can send somebody, refer somebody to someone, and tell them that in whatever the province, I know someone who can do something for someone. So I liked it very much. So coming to that, I'm not gonna go back to how I've started. That I was an employee for how long, blah blah blah. I started as whatever. Ne? I'm going to enlarge the current situation, that what is it, and even with the products, that with myself as well, let alone that I have a profession that I actually looked into to say this is what I do. There are even other small things of products that I would have tried to sell, would have tried to join and those are the things that as well, they are workable, but they need dedication, they need time, they need uh, for everyone to be able to get to understand that this is what they need to do for the love of survival and all those kind of things. Ne? So okay, pointer number one, to my industry is a male dominated industry, number one. It's a rough industry. It's a very rough industry, because should it happen that you are a woman and you have a vision and you really stand your grounds, they are just bathi yini ngeXhosa kuyarhwapana. Yes, you understand. It's just those things of, yes, of understanding that no, this they can pull you back to say no, we are seeing your vision, we are seeing where you're going, because like you said, you set your goal, you set standard. Because if I could explain, when I started, the telecommunication broad part of it, I service towers meaning I'm responsible for the network. I go for towers that are actually being purchased by your Vodacoms, your MTNs, and then when this battery go off, I'm the one that goes and service them and then put in the new batteries and then make sure that all our phones are working, when the network is down and all those kind of things. So meaning that I will have employees who are qualified, who have your certificates. Most of them comes from ESCOM. They do, your safety things and all those kind of. So it's kind of complicated, but it needs you to have focus and it needs you to start. Meaning, when I started, I didn't have a car. I was hiring cars from your budgets, your AVs, and everything. And when somebody gave me a vision, she said, it was a guy actually. He said to me, you know what? You need not to look at wanting to go shopping, buy your Louis Vuitton, your Gucci. You need to focus. You need to tell yourself that I want to maybe do things for my kids, maybe, have a goal. And then one day when you're big, then you will go. Okay, fast forward to the time, and then I got focus, and then God was actually with me through the journey in all everything. I've stopped using hired cars. I've managed to get my own cars and all those kind of things. Let alone there'll be challenges, because challenges in every business. You have to have challenges. You have to have support structures. You have to have mentors. You have to go back and be able to understand that what has been done by people that has actually made it, and then fast forward to it. There was a time when I worked with men that were crooks, men that were jealous, and men that will just want to date you for business and all those kind of things. Those are the challenges that you find that you are having. But you have to be a prayer woman. You pray. You have to be strong and understand that this is what I need to do. Okay, currently today I'm sitting in, I'm actually not that very active in telecommunication, because my reasons is work has actually been put on hold. It's not something that is affecting me only. It's affecting everyone, reason being the main contractor has actually decided that they're gonna put back scopes of work back to the people who actually initiated that. Those towers, they are the ones that are owning them. Remember, your MTNs, your Vodacom, your Cell C, and whatever, they buy those towers. They don't own them, so they buy them. So basically, what I will say they have returned back to the owners. So the owners have to actually maybe cover the work, and then they have to be a takeover, and then they have to allocate sites. You know. So that's where I'm standing. But other than that, you have to make a living, you have to survive. And then I looked at what is it that can give me small amounts of money. I'm also a wealth engineer on the side. Ne? And then wealth engineer, what is it? It's a product that I'm actually selling that can actually help somebody. But the unfortunate part about being a wealth engineer is just, even if I want to connect somebody to say, come into my circle of being a wealth engineer, you need to be able to have maybe a job, you know,
Okay.
that,
Not
yeah.
rely on it.
Yes, you have to have a job, and then it just have to be a part-time something. You need not, it's not going to give you something that is actually going to be big, but it will be something that you will know, that you will engage with people, you will meet different cross path, people who have cross path differently. You'll understand where they come from and all those kind of things. So that's what I've actually been keeping myself busy with. Um, yeah, for now. So those are my two things that I can say I specialize with. And as I get to know more of the ladies, more of whoever who has joined, either a guy or a lady, we can join hands, and we will sit down and get into understand that, where do I come from, and then what is it that I can actually assist somebody with it. And then fast forward to it, let alone maybe with the way that telecoms is so big. When I'm busy, when I'm so busy and so hectic, I can hire anyone. And what I love about it, I can even hire anyone online wherever they are, and then they would actually do paperwork for me, and then they could just have the comfort of their home, just to have a laptop and a Wi-Fi. And then you find it that there's a certain portion of work that I do. It's your streamline. They collect, my employees. What do you say? They report to them when they are on site. I put in cameras and all those kind of things. So you find it that, fast forward to our journey, I can help somebody, and then give them a job, and then we grow like that. Yes.
So I don't want you to go again. Let's pause on yours.
Okay.
We will get more details on it.
All
And
right.
then now I'm gonna mute you, but don't leave the, what do you call this, the panel. I'm gonna allow Brown to come in. Hi, Brown.
Good evening, everyone in the panel. I hope you can hear me. Thank you so much for this platform. I've come across this, I think, by accident. Although there's no such a thing as accident, I think this was meant to be. I in Cape Town, but I'm from Eastern Cape. My background is in training and development, policy development, facilitation, small and big groups. I won't be long. I just have two questions or concerns or areas that I would like information on or assistance in. When I started working as well in my 20s and 30s, I thought I've got it all figured out. I was so passionate. And 2018, I decided, you know what? Let me now branch on my own and go and be an independent consultant and do this thing on my own. It failed. And I did not even get the chance to revive it because then COVID hit just when we were coming out of that. So, because of poverty is cruel. I then decided, okay, you know what, let me go back to work. I went and looked for work. I found work. But during that 2 years that I was not working, I was unemployed. I think that period broke me. It took away from me the passion, the self awareness, the one thing about poverty dehumanizes you. You lose respect at home from your kids. It just dehumanizes you.
Members.
Yeah, so I'm now working, but the passion is gone. I am now working just so I can pay the bills or can send the children to school. I've been trying to find out, how do I go back to the old self? How do I go back to the self that's passionate about development of young people, about developing policies? How do I go back to that person that I was? And it's unfortunate that the employment now that I found, it's so toxic. It's one of those, on a Sunday, you have anxiety crippling in. You just can't. You're paralyzed. Sunday afternoon, you know that, oh gosh, it's work tomorrow. We're going to be shouted at for no reason, as if we're infants, and all of those things. So I don't know if people here that have experienced that can share light on how do you go back? How do you go back to finding yourself? What tools can you use now to rekindle the passion that you used to have about the work that you do? Or how do you bounce back from failing? Because I think we don't talk enough about. So yes, you can rebuild, but it takes a lot, not just mentally, emotionally. There's a lot of doubting that you're going to do, and all of those things. So those are my two things. But thank you so much for this. I hope we manage to keep it going, so that even if you now have found a way, you can come and share with others, or you can come and bounce your idea. This is what I'm thinking of doing. Do you think it can work? But thank you so much. I'm going to listen on the radio.
Okay. All right. Let's also just keep you with panel just in case there is someone who is watching now onayo advice for you. So please don't log off, ne? We're gonna allow Nseki to come in. Hi Nseki. Is it me? Nseki? You just need to unmute. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Maskhomo. Good evening, everybody. Oh my goodness, yesterday I was waiting, but I'm so sorry for what happened
Yo,
to your family,
update.
and I hope that they are okay.
Thank you.
Maskhomo and family, I think I've got just over 20 years of experience, right? In the same field. Been so lucky that I've never been out of job, right? But that doesn't mean that the road has not been rough, right? It has been, and you'd know that, as you know, that the higher you go, the harder it becomes, right? So I am at that point now where I'm like, you know what, I probably need to branch and do something else right at the moment, because I am kind of getting tired. There are kind of, issues, mental health. Someone said something about mental health issues because the demands are so much in the workplace, right? But as I'm reflecting, on my career, because I think about it all the time, the previous person said, you know what, poverty has an impact on somebody. And that is what I always think of, that if I branch or if I think of doing something else, what is that going to do to my family? Because I'm a breadwinner, right? So what I am currently doing is I'm just weighing my options. I've started, kind of selling, because I'm coming from that background. I'm selling clothes, right? I'm also, during, your summer, spring, and whatever season, I sell plants, flowers and everything that you can think of. And I also think of, I'm also a coach. I know that you guys do coaching, and I'm looking at Brown Q. I'm not sure as to what her name is, and I think that she needs those services. But when you have such a busy job, you cannot really focus on another side job. So that is my frustration at the moment. But I think it's doable. but it is you can't really balance it. So I've been doing that, just to see as to what is it that can work and what is it that cannot work. Because what I know for sure is that when I retire, I don't want to retire in this field, in the field that I'm in, because it is very taxing. But maybe there are young people that are, listening to this live Maskhomo. I'm thinking that, as I said, I've got over 20 years, experience, working experience, meaning that, I've been there for a long time. And growing up, my parents had, this vision of having graduates, right? And at home, I was the first graduate. And now I'm saying that, what, in hindsight, if ever I knew what I knew now, I would have been in a different space altogether. We sometimes forget about other careers. We think that in order for you to make money, you need to be a graduate. In order for you to, to be recognized in the community, you need to be a graduate. I was talking to my son the other day. My son is very handy, and I'm like, you know what? Well, yeah, I think when I just need to go, and just do the artisan stuff, because I look at it when I have a plumbing problem, people that come into my house, I'm sorry for saying this, it's white people, but those are people that we look down on, right?
Yes.
Electricians, people that come and fix, electricity are white people, but we look down on those things. And I think that it's about time that we start to encourage our kids to follow their passion, right? So that they have opportunities to start their own businesses. And I also know, Maskhomo, that not everyone will be able to, manage a business. But I think let's give them options. Like I'm saying, that my parents were very passionate. They could see that I was very smart and they wanted me to go to university. Went to university. I don't regret it. But the thing is now I'm like, yo, how I wish that I can do that. How I wish that I can do that. And unfortunately, I don't have time. So, yeah, so that is what I wanted to say. There are so many things that we can do, but when we are in a certain job, there are things that we cannot do. But we push, right? Like I'm saying, I've just started, I promote it. I am not embarrassed because I know that ultimately I do not want to retire in the space that I am in, right? So that is what I wanted to say. Thank you so much, Maskhomo, for the platform. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Nsiti, for joining in. I'm just recapping on what Usiwela was saying. Ubana, most of the time, all these ideas about wealth creation, they pop in, but because of time, akho xesha to do all these things all at once, and Nsiki, I've seen your WhatsApp statuses where you are pushing this business, this side business on this land. The only challenging thing about salary is that you get just enough to carry you to the next month. So in as much as some people here are employers, some people here are employees, I would love for us over time to start pushing each other to that side of making your own, of doing your own. But obviously, okay, we are not all in that field. Suela, I'm going to request that you send me on WhatsApp, or you can send it to the same prayer group number. Send me everything that you do, so that on our next topic on our next session we can now start sharing with everyone who needs to be in that space, and also maybe just inform us where you are based, so that at least we as unabantu ke abakulo cala. I'm gonna let Mamzanele just to also share. Thank you so much. Hi, Mami.
Evening, everyone. Ninjani Maskhomo?
Uphilile mamunjani?
Oh, one man, God is good, eh? Siyabulela, yesterday it was a mess. Shoo. Kodwa ke sibulela ukuba abantwana balimalanga, you know, and also you were both available at the time to go and assist, you know. Yeah, we thank God, honestly. Hey, I have to say how much I appreciate you, Mr. Daniels. I mean, running such a big family and still making time to reach out to people, you make some of us to feel guilty to say yes. Can you see people living their purpose when awenza ntoni? You're such an inspiration. Enkosi kakhulu. You know, I'm listening to your introduction, giving us background yakho. You've just summarized my life. You've just summarized my life. I've done it all. I've done it all in my younger age. Opportunities were there. I've been in sales. I've been in big corporates. I've driven company cars. You know, all the perks that we all think as young people, they are it. We chase them. And corporate, Toluguti, you know how rough it can be. It can be rough, especially for a young Black woman. Be it you are a professional with your qualifications, there's still a pressure for a Black child. You know, I look at young kids today, it touches my heart. Abantwana bethu Maskhomo bayafunda kakhulu, and you are very proud of them. But ekugqibeleni, they are the most frustrated young people. You know, I witnessed something that touched my heart today here on TikTok. There was a live interview. This company is looking for whatever. They had 2 positions. And the number of young people who were there were more than 500 chasing 2 positions. And I'm telling you, graduates, abantwana abafundileyo, well-spoken, who are presenting themselves beautifully. Abanye bane-matric, those who couldn't study further. That touched my heart. I'm like, hey, look at our children, you know. But anyway, and one of my things that I really wish for, because I've been around in the corporate, I've been in sales, I've been in aviation, I've done my own businesses traveling overseas, you know, the China hype. I used to go overseas to go and buy clothes. I remember when I had to abruptly resign in one big company because I was miserable, you know, the company politics. And then I was like, what can I do with myself? I'm a good cook. I opened my own company, catering, Maskhomo, and it was flourishing. It was flourishing being a single young Black woman, staying in a suburb. The joy I found, as you say, the peace you have having to look after your family, the joy I found in doing what I love and being able to raise my son. And it was like, wow, being a present parent. However, with time, you know, we make a lot of mistakes as young people. My business died, my partner left for overseas, and blah, blah, blah. I'm one person. I operate better as a team. I'm that person, a person of balance, you know. Yes. So it's like, okay, yeah, we're a business. And then I don't know what happened to the overseas business as well. Yes, China, we're making a lot of money, but things fell apart one way or the other. Short story, to cut the long story short, I ended up losing everything. My car, my house. You talk about loss. I know what loss is. And I know what building is. And I still know what pushing is. How I wish every young person who is in this group of youth to learn as much as possible and also to say, We are not going to waste our time. We are not going to waste ourselves. And no government ever is going to save a soul. No government, not in a bad way, not in South Africa, all over the world. No one is here to save you except God. So you have to tap within yourself and be willing to feel the pain and do it anyway. At my mature age, I'm still toiling. It is painful. One thing that I'm grateful for is I look back, I didn't waste myself. I tried. It's just that I didn't know what I know now. I tried. I have no regrets. It's just that I didn't know what I know now.
No.
One thing that I'm left with, I am grateful to God for i-wisdom awandipha yona ne-protection yokuba ndibe ndisadibene nangoku njengoba ndisalibambile idondolo ndiqhubela phambili at my age. I'm still toiling. And I look at young people who look at selling as luhlazo, cash flow. I sell every day. I'm still independent. I don't bother my son who's married. I am that adult who say, masibayekeni abantwana bethu. They have a lot to deal with as well. They are raising their own children. There is so much that they are faced with. So what is it that I have? My greatest fear sitting here and listening to you guys and being grateful for this is, what am I going to leave for my grandchildren? Abantwana bethu Maskhomo, kunini saqalisa. A black child keeps on starting. There is no continuity. Lo xa egqiba, kunini saba ne-first in families, the first millionaire. We don't have old money. That pains me. There's no continuity. Abantwana, they start from ekuqaleni. Usezawuthenga i-TV ekhaya, afakele umama ii-tiles, athenge ne-TV kuba umama usacrificile. What for? When are we going to break this cycle? When are we going to break it? So I'm grateful, Maskhomo, for this platform. uThixo uyamamela kudala ndikulenqa wena undibaleka futhi. Yes, and you know what? I just didn't even take it personal. I said, no, I understand. She's a busy woman. And I'm sure each and every one of us, siyayifuna le faskoti yakhe, siyamfuna. When I watched what you and Mr. Daniel are doing, I was like, okay, fine. I think what they are doing, it can help, it can tally with what I'm doing in order for them to help young people. Because one of the things that I've learned since ndingumama ekudala ezam, no matter how much we can try in business, sibulawa zinto zokuba i-capital iphi.
How do I start?
How do I start? So I had an opportunity of being introduced into a business of distributing healthy coffees, healthy teas, healthy skincare, and the list is long. The beauty about this Maskhomo is one does not necessarily have to have e-stock and toil aphume atuyotengisa. You just have your online shop where even a person in London can just tap into the link and shop for themselves.
Wow.
Once you are seated at home, you just forward the link, people shop, the team grows, you benefit out of my activities, and that's it. And at my age, I feel like, wow, God really answers. God really answers. The thing is now, I have to be honest, I have not been working on the business at all. I have just been consuming the product. And then here and there, I would introduce people. But however, on my abantu baguti and. And my wish, when I look at how it's done, I'm like, wow, how I wish people can realize there are things like this. And in this business, I realize there's a lot of abelung. They are doing very well. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. This is it. So, in short, that's who I am, Maskhomo. I distribute healthy coffees, teas, blah, blah, blah. And now I was introduced into this by an associate because I had health issues. Nothing else. I had health issues. And then I started consuming the product, and it has helped me tremendously. So I
Wow.
was like, wow, wow. So I can forward you the information, and then you look into it, and then we see
Yes.
how best can we help people.
Okay. You know,
Yes.
I
And
recall Ngoku.
uyakhumbula ne?
I recall because at the office, my husband's PA would always say, Bana, do you want to buy coffee? And my response, because everyone knows, I'm not a coffee drinker because I have bad palpitations.
I
So
know.
being with
She told
caffeine,
me.
yes, so I have very serious palpitations. So I remember her saying this to me
Yeah.
about coffee, and I said to her, but I don't drink coffee, Zaitini look off, you know. Drink
Yes.
tea, just find out if there's tea because I don't. And so presentation is also important. I think
Absolutely.
when we help out people that want to venture into that kind of business, it's important to have something written down or maybe a paper where
Absolutely.
they can just maybe learn about it, and you also maybe just take them through a training. Money is very important to a black child
Absolutely.
because black child struggled. A black child doesn't come from a background yemali. If you're fortunate and you're from a home of professionals or professors, you will be you uzabakwazi uba different, but majority where black child has to put something on the table, and the one on top has to carry everyone else from a back so they become a breadwinner. So I
Absolutely.
believe that your product will help maybe one or two people on this live or even more. So you will also send, you do have my details. So you'll just send me everything and maybe tell me more about it so that on our next session, maybe I can just do a quick intro. Yeah, Kosiwela, the space that you are in. And then Ziki, you can also maybe just send me your catalog and prices where you are based. I know you are here. Now is Z, and maybe you can just tell me more about your product. Take me through it. Malini, because I think that's the ultimate. Abantu abafuna uyazi ubana how much can I make if I
Yes.
sell at, and ngubani target market, you know, because
Yes.
someone you know, especially from the townships. I think some of us were fortunate enough that were exposed. There are people, most people are faced with the unemployment. They in the townships. And in the townships, you cannot really sell a sophisticated product because they don't
Absolutely.
for it, you know. Elokishini, it's all about surviving, you know. It's all about
Absolutely.
paying DSTV if they have Wi-Fi, but if they want to get into business because they're unemployed, they would rather look at selling something that will be beneficial ezawusoloko ine-need ne-market le what do you call this? The market, masitsho.
The market, yes, yes.
So please send
Get
me
you.
those details.
I will, by all means. Should I send them on your
WhatsApp.
email on the WhatsApp?
On the WhatsApp, and then I'll try my best to call you in the morning so that you can just if he has the explainer, then I'll just ask you questions via WhatsApp. If not, maybe
No problem.
call sithethe ngayo.
Okay, enkosi kakhulu Maskhomo.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Let's just do a little exercise here, just to also have the idea of what we are dealing with. I would like for everyone to just maybe comment with in position umuntu akuyo ngoku. So if you are unemployed, maybe just say unemployed slash ubhale qualification yakho ubhale noba uphi. If you are employed and mhlambi kukho opportunities where you work, just write mhlambi employed banking industry, and then ubhale le ave iba opportunities bakhona kakhulu mhlambi sales or insurance sales or whatever ubhale ke ngokubana mhlambi they need cleaners or whatever. If you are in business, maybe just specify what kind of business you are in so that we have an idea of who to let in, sikwazi ukufumana i-advice esiyinidayo. Like yes, that's an example ka Monakal. Unemployed une marketing management useval. Unemployed BA degree use East London. Yo guys, we have a lot of people about qualified about without jobs. It is so disheartening. It's such a painful thing. Okay, I'm gonna take Upel. Let me just check if Siwela wants to add anything more. Siwela?
Hi, mommy. Oh,
My
okay.
angel, just 2 seconds. Ubels is looking for a bookkeeper.
No, ngibone lower electrician. Yabona. It's just
Okay,
that they move very fast.
they do. Let me go back. I'll tell you.
I even okay. This unemployed qualified electrician based at
Ntabi 923,
yeah
unemployed, qualified in electric.
Riverside View. Yeah, you see, these are my people.
Okay,
Yes, these are my people. As an
okay,
electrician, yeah. So I just said follow me. We can do yeah. She can follow me, and then I'll tell her the certificates that I need.
okay,
Yeah. I'm following on the messages.
okay, great. Okay, so you've got them.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add on?
Mm, okay. No, 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 no. No, I'll just keep on checking and then typing as we go.
Okay, great.
Yes. I'll
And
do
then
that.
Brown Queen is on the panel, employed, but ufuna extra streams of income. So I think this is where Sizanele, you'll also come in, nabanye abantu ke. I'll also just share Bandenza Ntoni. Bells, are you looking for a bookkeeper or are you looking for a job? Looking for bookkeeper job? Oh, you're looking for. Okay. Unemployed qualified teacher from KZN. Okay. Infrastructure. Okay. Okay. Utandi, use Vodacom. Yana, she's willing to assist learners with scholarships. So anyone who needs that, please follow Utandi. I'm going to give you a number, guys, when we are done, so that maybe we can. I don't know how we are going to do it. Maybe you can just inbox me, and then try and connect, because abanye bantu might not be here that need to hear this information on this live lena yangoku, and the information is just going, they're losing out on izinto
Maybe I think would have maybe you would have asked here to record it. Is it recorded?
Okay, let me ask here.
To record it just for the record purposes.
Okay, let me just give me 2 seconds, I'll be back.
Okay.
Yayazi kaloku mna ndiyabethekhela when it comes to technology.
Hello, good people. Just wanted to yes. I hope you guys are.
Congratulations on your drivers.
Thank you so, thank you so much. My mom just came to me to tell me that you want the live to be recorded, so the live will be on YouTube. So if you do subscribe on our YouTube platform on House of Daniels official, you'll see everything. All the lives are there on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
If you want this if you want this current session recording, you can get it on YouTube. So
Oh, okay.
after the session,
Thank you.
no problem.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much.
No problem. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, hayi yanibetha leya technology. I think I'm right apha WhatsApp. And I'm okay nyani.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw it yesterday. I've subscribed. You just have to go to your tube and then say House of Daniels, and then on the right hand side you'll see subscribe. If you can just press on that white button, then each time when there's something of House of Daniels, it will actually give you a notification.
Oh,
That
great.
yes,
Okay,
that's what it
okay.
does. Yeah,
Okay, that's
technology.
good.
Yes.
Charlotte is looking for a nail technician, and she's based in Polokwane. I don't understand. Okay, looking for a nail tech trainer. Polokwane, I want to learn as side hustle. Okay, I'm not sure if she's looking for one or if she is a nail tech trainer. Okay, Masieni Pearl. Pearl, good evening.
Good evening, Maskhomo. Sorry if I mispronounce your name.
Maskhomo.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. So, yeah, I had the conversation and I'm impressed with what I'm hearing. And this is good to help each other. So, I'm a young person who's been through, who's been through the most. So, well, I've been an independent woman since I was very young because I lost my parents at a very young age. So I had to stand up and do something for myself. So I also have an advice for young people that we can take. So I'm in IT, I'm an IT project manager. And what I also realize in my industry is that we don't have people, we have shortage of people. So I think we need to talk about what people study. We need to educate people about that because people study things that don't have jobs. So before you study, you need to research what's in demand, what is not in demand. So I often look for people as a project manager because we have a lot of projects coming in, but I don't find people. Recently, I was looking for a Scrum Master. I couldn't find one. I'm looking for ServiceNow consultant. I cannot find one. I'm looking for IT service desk. I cannot find one. I look for different people, but it's hard to find them because there's no people in that industry. So I think we need to educate our young people about that to get the right qualifications on what's in demand. So in my business, I have a business on the side. I've been doing a lot of business. I did catering. I sold clothes. It didn't do well, but I didn't give up. I kept on pushing and see what works for me. So at the moment, I'm in cleaning. Cleaning. I clean carpets. I clean offices and so on. So that is my side business where I have people that work for me while I do my day-to-day job. So yeah, that is my advice for young people. We need to do some research and we need to be willing to start from scratch. It doesn't mean if you have an LLB or you have whatever, you can't go into other things. Let's say you have an LLB, you can go to HR. That is still relevant. It will make you grow while you wait, because I realize that a lot of LLB graduates these days, they wait because there's just a lot of people doing the same thing. And there isn't enough companies that will hire them or give them that articles and so on. And they will have to wait for another 2 years for someone to complete and then they join. So yeah, that is my 2 cents that I want to share. And also, yeah.
I love it. If abantu they want to follow you and get more information, where can they DM you?
Yeah, they can DM me on my TikTok. And then I will, yeah,
Can
I'll
you
respond to
type
them.
type it for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other thing that it's so quicker, Maskhomo, you can just go to her name there. Just go to Pelindrove and then it will give you her page. Then you say follow. Then it's easier.
Oh yeah, they must just
Yeah.
click on Pearl, guys, and
Yeah.
follow.
That's what I did with everyone here, like with Inziki and everyone. You just have to go to their page and you follow them.
So
Okay,
yeah, you can follow me and then just check IT related position. There's always a lot that comes out.
great, great.
Yeah, and also one more thing, sorry to disturb you that. And it's also important to update your LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very important. I get offers all the time because my profile on LinkedIn, it looks good. It tells a lot. It tells a story. It tells where I am, which projects I worked on, and so on. So I think it's also important to upgrade or say story about your, or tell more story in your LinkedIn profile. So that way, when recruiters are looking for people, they go there and search. And then you can put hashtags of things or jobs that you're looking for, and also invite a lot of people in, be active on LinkedIn. So that way it also helps.
I love it. I love it. And for those that are not on LinkedIn, it would be great for you to register and just upload your qualifications and everything. It's the quickest way. And I like the fact that it's simple. You can read even about successful stories there. You get to connect with anyone. You can follow companies that you are interested in. I read that there is someone here who is looking for a farming. I know a lady. I will please, if you can WhatsApp me, if you can just maybe WhatsApp me your contact details. There is a lady that is Esimazio who can assist Windows farming. And then there's Tepiso Tsepo Uti, we do IT recruitment. So we have developers, etc. Please email Tsepo, TSIU at affinityconsulting.co.za. Guys, if you are in that field, please follow Tsepo and get the email address from this live. Otherwise, it's going to disappear as soon as I disconnect. Sipelo, you can connect with Pearl. Please just click on her on her handle and follow her for more details. Okay. I'm here as network and security. Okay, based in Johannesburg. Thanks, Pearl. Can anyone in farming? Yes. Please just DM me and I'll send you details. Is there anything else that you guys? We've actually done well for a first day, guys, because in as much as I was also just a bit skeptical about, oh my God, how am I going to introduce this thing? Because sometimes you have everything figured out in your head, and then you get stuck, and you're like, yeah, but then, and then what?
Even like you said, when the English got depleted, then some of the words get swallowed. Then you forget other things. Then you like, when everything is off, you said, ah, I didn't touch
The
that.
word I was looking for.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I think you were so calm. And even as the ones that have connected, we actually, you know what I've laughed about this, ne? When you actually put it in the mind, when you did your TikTok, when you said, I'm interested in helping people to come and network, life is about networking. So that's where I actually came up that this is a nice idea. If you can everybody knows who's doing what. Like I said, knowledge is power. Everybody can take everyone somewhere. So it was a good introduction. It was a good first day in the office. I give you thumbs up to that. You did
I'm
very
getting
well.
a 4 out of 10. At least, guys, Disamile today. There's a lady here that I saw who is at Vodacom, or uyanceda graduates nange scholarship and all that stuff. So I just want to write it down. I would suggest, Mama, if you have a child at home or a family member, please can you also just follow her and send it details kuye, so that we can just get all these youngsters instead of chasing these champagne bottles. At least they must do something, I did promise that I would end this live at 8 o'clock. I think everyone is happy. At least I want a direction. We will just build from this. Then I wouldn't mind also advertising on, we have a magazine, a monthly magazine, yeah, House of Daniels. I don't mind featuring the people that are in business. I don't mind featuring your products on the last page of the book, because we are starting now. So I'll convince my husband, since a complimentary. This is just to get everyone working, guys. Even if when's Andoni, just everyone putting, even if they make 5 rand per day, it's still okay. Just to get something going. I know there are jobs where as a leader, someone to only have a computer or Wi-Fi, and then they get going. I do have Namke a few that I will share, but I think ndizakwenza maybe a nice write-up and post it as well, so that and post the handles too, so that people can just follow abantu basherileyo today. There's something else I wanted to add. Okay, and then for the people about interested in making extra cash on the side, I mean, it's not going to be a lot, but I've got people in Cape Town and PE and Bloemfontein. My highest land or tenga makes at least 15K a month. It's not a lot for some, it's not enough to pay the bills, but it's something, So you can also just DM me and I'll tell you more about BioSync. It's a natural product that House of Daniels is in partnership with people about that create herbal products. It's iyasebenza nayo, but as we don't really sell per bottle, we just supply. So if you just DM me, that I know for a fact, bana is a patela income, at least you will have your take song. Well, I think we're done. Pearl, any last words before we close?
Um, Not really. I just remembered, like what you guys were saying, that when you are on the platform, you forget a lot of things and you had a lot of things to say. But I will talk to most of the people on the platform. They can just message me. I'll send my email and then they can send me their CVs. And what you were saying about online jobs as well. I know a lot of jobs, online jobs. I've been working like 2 jobs at the time from overseas. They pay very well. So you just need to find remote jobs. So I can share the platform on when they DM me as well. So yeah, thank you, Maskoma.
Okay. Also, please DM me more information because I know Abanye they will end up asking me. So at least send
Yeah,
me
no, that's
WhatsApp.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'm Senzo's wife. I'm sure you know Senzo.
Oh man, Diabona get a surname. I'm like Love. I know the surname. Oh man. You must please greet him for me.
Will do.
That is praying tomorrow.
Yeah, he told me.
Okay, you can help him out.
Yeah, I'm busy hyping him up.
And tell him that we need those tongues. So there's no
Yeah,
other
I
to give us those tongues
definitely.
tomorrow. He said no. He said to me, "Yo, ma, I really struggle with tongues. I'm Gafik, you know." And I remember that the first time I was taught how to pray in tongues. I had gone to a church in Randburg with a friend of mine, actually Christ Embassy.
Yeah.
And so everyone was praying, and it was so weird to me because I was like, "But these people," I almost wanted to laugh because it didn't make sense to me, you know. And I remember being called in, and this lady said, "Do you know how to pray in tongues?" And I said, "No, I don't know how to pray in tongues." And she said, "Okay, close your eyes, let's pray." Hey, I was just repeating the same thing, and she said, "Make sure every night before you go to bed, you pray in tongues."
You do it.
You know.
Yeah.
So tomorrow he must just practice. We will flow with it.
No, he told me you will just start and you will pray in tongues and then I will I'll join you. So yeah, because I can pray in tongues. So,
Okay.
but yeah, we'll see.
Okay, no problem. At least I'll get your details. It's so easy. You don't have to go through that stress. I'll just WhatsApp you guys.
All right, thank you everyone and yeah, hoping to assist the way we can.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And then
you. Bye.
Sisanele, last words.
Maskhomo, it can only be God. This is just God's divine timing. This is just God's divine connections. You know, in life, you keep on searching for light, and eventually, God always appears. You know, this afternoon, my thoughts were like, we need to believe, Gucci, our story will have a happy ending. Thank you so much, Maskhomo. You have no idea what it means to some of us, especially you being a woman. I could imagine in your private space when you negotiated this with Mr. Daniel. But no. You know, I always say women are great leaders because they bring their maternal side. Usikwe imfesana, and then you said, let me stand up. Thank you so much. God bless your heart, sis. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. There's a person that just joined us now. Okay, Upinde Wapum. All right, Nziki, your last words.
Evening once again. Maske, I don't have a lot to say, but I think from I'd like to say thank you very much for the platform. Thank you very much for the work that you are doing with your family. I know that we've got 24 hours in a day, and I'm not sure as to how you split the 24 hours because you sacrifice so much time for us. And maybe there's something that people do not know about you and your family. you are such givers. So, I mean, givers in terms of what we have, and also givers in terms of your time. And we don't take what you do for us for granted. And I am, like, as you know, I mean, when I see you, when I speak to you, I'm always inspired, right? Because of your, I think, your ways of doing things, your hearts, your love for Christ, your passion for development. And I know that we've got mostly women here, and we are all very much known for not supporting each other. And we have just created a space for us where we can really, really support each other. And yeah, and I am so hopeful and positive that this platform is going to take us far. And it is not by chance or mistake that you are here. I know that there's a reason why I am here and I'm in this space. Like I said to you the other day, I was not a TikToker. Really, I was not a TikToker. But I've been a TikToker because of, I think, this page. When I don't see anything on this page, I'm like, wow, I wonder what is happening. So to everyone who's here, I think let's just make it an effort to also, support the family in whatever way, so that they are also just encouraged to do, the wonderful work that they are doing with their family, of course. And thank you very much, Maskey. And I'm looking forward to many more conversations and developments.
Thank you, Nziki. Thank you so much. I receive the blessings, even on behalf of my husband. I receive. And Diego Brown Queen, your last words, madam.
Thank you, Maskhomo. I think the previous speakers have said it all, and but they've said it all. We are really appreciative of this opportunity. Maybe then, even for the ones that have just joined, are you able to give us an indication of, is this going to be a daily thing at 7? Is it going to be once a week at 7, or what? So that we can look forward to it and plan for it, so that we don't miss it. Because I feel sorry now for the ones that have missed it and they're catching it at the end of the session.
So unfortunate, Izolo. I know I wanted to do this at 7 o'clock, and I had a big response. Yeah, the numbers were very high. Unfortunately, for those that didn't know, my son got into a smaller nyana accident. The tire just fell off the car while he was driving on the freeway. He had gone to pick up his little brother, Ukian, the one that was sitting here, my 18-year-old. And it just threw us off, because you know how people always tell these stories as a team. I bumped my car, my brand new car, straight from the dealership, or I had my first accident after I got my driver's license. And that stayed in my heart. And I found myself praying upstairs after Beambil. And around 6:30 p.m. last night, then we got a call from him saying, Mama, the tire just went off. We parked on the side of the road. We don't even know where it went. It just, we heard Indingati helicopter. But they didn't have to swerve the car or do anything. God was with them. So we had to quickly rush there, Siambisiba rescue-isha. We got home very late. I think we got home after 8, just before 9. But we thank God for Ubombabu, So that's why it didn't happen last night. And I know a lot of people were very, very disappointed. But I could not have done it yesterday. And I really did feel like I failed, It was my husband who said to me, no, baby, you can always do it tomorrow. So I would love for us to do this once a week, just to also allow, like now everyone shared, there's going to be emails that are sent. People are going to be trained. People are going to read more about e-products as Kwazi advertised with today. That information exchange is going to take place maybe for the next couple of days and maybe early next week. And then we meet up here again on Wednesday. So every Wednesday, once a week, I think that would be fair. Also, that this will also allow us time Gengoku for a feedback, just to understand if people are really out there getting the assistance they need. And as we go, Nati, I will bring in some people that can also assist. There are people who have no idea how to create proposals or to, in different businesses. So I'll bring in financial advisors. I'll bring in different people. I know another biggest struggle that we have as a black community is utilize the credit system that is South African government is giving us. I don't know if it comes from government, but we don't know how to utilize credit. And as a matter of fact, abantu are stuck because they can't find employment. They can't buy their houses on credit. They can't buy cars on credit because abanye listed by default, some are blacklisted. So I'll also call. I have a couple of friends about in that field who can also assist. Just to open up those doors. But we need to see if people are in need of such a service before we can even simzise umuntu to come and address everyone here. And then enye into bendiyicingile, it just came in as a thought, Sisanele, Ntsiki, Siwela, and Upel, now a Brown Queen, is that, and everybody else that's watching that's not on the panel, is maybe to send a video clip if you want to advertise, to use a House of Daniel's platform to advertise a product that you're selling, noba ngumsebenzi, noba yintoni, so that then we can post it. So that we can post it on our TikTok, if it's open for everyone, or unless maybe we want to focus on our group before we send things out there. I hope it's making sense. And then Siwela, any last words, before we close?
I think I have said a lot, and okay, baby steps, ne? I can't stop appreciating your thoughts and how it has actually embarked in such a soothing, and you could just see that with us, as Usisinziki has mentioned, that ladies known as not being able to support each other. So taking that mindset out, and our kids are watching, and if you can just instill it, and make sure that we stick to the plan, we commit to it, and we are so open about it, just for everybody to know that we mean well, we want to help. And as it was started, there was a point that was mentioned that government will never do anything for us, and for as much as our society can just put it in their minds that government, it's not a secret, it's just written in black and white, they will never do anything for us. So it's high time we stand for ourselves, we stand for our family, and we thrive to do things for each and everyone, and then we connect each other in the right way, and we become so strong to understand that as a woman, you just have to, in my language, they will also say, "Mosadi o tshwara thipa ka bogaleng," yes, you stand up, and then you understand that can we make a better generation that needs to come after us, to understand that we have done something different, and it can go a long way. It can go a really long way. So I just have to applaud you for that thumbs up. But yeah, We shall send proposals, we shall send videos, we'll take it from there. We will help each other.
Thank you.
Yes.
And then the Tokiles Nunwai app, they just joined us. If you guys can just maybe share 2 minutes. I'm sure there's something that touched you. I want them to hear my voice now. Mhlambi i-breakthrough yomnye umntu. So the Tokiles will welcome you. Hi, Sissy. Akamithwanga ndini God.
Hi, Mama.
Njani?
I'm good, thanks, Wena.
Philile namakhonto.
Yo ndijoyine late kakhulu. And I'm new on TikTok. Even nangoku, like I was so confused noba ndingena njani, and also when I post comment yam iyabonakala na. Mna, I was just asking for my husband. He's in the maritime industry. We don't see fair. So he lost his job a month ago, late last month, and he was unfairly dismissed. So we are currently Sikweso storm, but we are trusting the Lord because we know that anything is possible with Him, and nalena yenzekayo, it's just for a short time, and it's just a season. Ekufuneka sihleli si-embrace because we know that He will never leave us nor forsake us. Noba ngoku we feel ingathi asikho sure ngokubana kuzokwenzeka ntoni in the future because we have kids, we have bills to take care, but we are trusting in the Lord.
Amen. I will wait and see if there's any assistance or information to go request yakho, ne?
Okay, Mom.
Okay. And then when you finish that, I can't even mention again. Oh yes. Someone asked about Indoor prayer at 5 a.m. Guys, there is a number 0686 989838. 0686 That's the number for your morning prayer. We will also just use that number for ukuthumela products zethu ne-assistance esinoba nayo ebantwini. I want us to get to even indawo yoba. So I forgot to mention bana in my quest of trying to achieve all these things for 5 years ndangena kwinto ye-recruitment, job creation and all of that, and that really worked for me. I used to service big companies, so at least I am clued up when it comes to in lento siyenzayo up, guys. I have 9 numbers. Tumelo, it's 0686 989838. If you struggle, just DM your contacts, and then we will save your details. Quiland, just DM your phone number, and we will save your details. I can send you your into imidai.
I tried to type it on the comments here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But guys, I think noko sithathe kakhulu nakweli xesha lika Mr. D.
We took your time. Yes. Okay.
Mr. D's time.
All right.
So we'll make it 7 o'clock. Is everyone comfortable with 7 o'clock? Because I proposed to 7 because I think most people are working 9 to 5 and traffic and allowing time for dinner and freshening up. Is this a suitable time, or do you want us to maybe change it? It's just that my Saturdays are very hectic because of the kids. It's the only time I get to, spend time with the kids. So I don't want to compromise them. So I'm happy with one day. 7 o'clock is good. So everyone is happy with 7 o'clock.
Yes, we are good. We are
Okay,
good.
we will build from here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So we will share this live on TikTok. I'll get Keanu to share it. If there are any ideas as a figure after this, I don't know why the mind works like that. Like you would be involved in a conversation with someone and only xa uhambile, then I should have said this. Oh, I forgot this. So if you do get ezinye izinto after this, please just WhatsApp me or DM me so that zisincede for the next session. But
Okay.
otherwise, guys, thank you so much for
Thanks.
joining. If you
Good
don't
night.
mind, can we just maybe close our eyes and just thank
Okay.
the Lord for this moment. Father God, we come before you this beautiful evening as we are about to part ways. Lord, we ask that you would be that light in our minds, Lord, and that you may give everyone what they deserve on this platform. We ask for your breakthroughs, Lord. We ask for your guidance and protection as Lord silahlekela singena ezindleleni singayazi uba sikhangela ntoni meso elungileyo. Sicela ke meso elungileyo nale into sizama ukuyenza apha ube khona ube phakathi kwayo ngamaxesha onke. We thank you, Lord, for this moment. We thank you for the ideas. We thank you for ukusi-connecta with helpers, destiny helpers zethu. We give you glory, we give you honor, we give you blessing in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, ke papaini.
All right. Bye bye.
Thank you, Maskay.
Hayi, sadibana Wednesday ke guys, but ke i-team yazi
Good
sadibana
night.
ngo-5
Thank
ekuseni.
you. Ewen. See you at 5. God
Hey,
bless.
bye.